Hello everyone, Maurice here, and today I'm bringing you another meta report for Axie Infinity Origins. Now it's season 11, and it's the early rare era. So the gist of it is that the meta is pretty diverse, as you can see here, and let's just get into the meta report. So first thing first is the player base statistics, and there are already over 88k players already, and it's definitely higher than last season's by about like 10k. But the most of the players are like at the lower rank, and when I compare to actually like players at Tiger or above, which I would say like the more serious player who actually play like 30 plus games on ladder every day, then it's actually pretty similar compared to last season. So in that sense, the number of serious players are similar. It's just that more players, I would say, starting out. So you can see right more than half of the players are at check at this point. Okay, then in terms of archetype usage, then this is where you can see it is a pretty diverse meta, because partly is that rune upgrades probably plays a part, right? That's the main thing of this, or the main new thing of this season, and maybe players are still trying to upgrade their runes, and so like different archetypes are still pretty viable at different ranks. And if you look at the top right, then there are actually like five different archetypes that are pretty viable, or more than that actually, but like the main fives will be Snake Jar Turnip, then we have the Topaz as well, and then Bubble Aggro, and then here you have the Sponge, and then you have the Triple R as well. If you go a bit lower, then you will see that the Triple Nuts and Confused, a bit of Confused at the top as well, right? That's also pretty viable. And then you can see the most popular three as well. When I say most popular three, it's like overall, at least at the top 2K players, right? Which are Jinx, Ewing, Winghorn, and also Sleep Poison. So obviously those three are also pretty viable. Okay, so if you look at the win rates, then you can see that it's pretty similar in terms of like what it reflects. I would say the main thing that is like what this shows is that for certain archetypes, I'll say like Fury Aggro, Poison, like a non-sleep version of Poison, Spikes, right? So they kind of hit like a wall in that sense, right? Where once they get to a certain victory star point, then the win rate is pretty low, and then it's just pretty hard to climb at that point. Okay, so here's the archetype matchups, and I would say for matchup wise, it is pretty, even. When I say even, I mean like there's no archetype that's like pretty much like all green. Maybe like Confused is probably one that's pretty good, and also Jinx as well. I would say Jinx and Confused are the two that are pretty even. In terms of matchup spreads, meaning they have a chance against most archetypes, and partly because it's more down to like what cards you discard and what cards they get to draw basically. Yeah, but otherwise most teams actually have certain type of weaknesses, which I think is a good kind of meta, right? That's because you don't want to have a team that just like dominates over every other team. Okay, so that's pretty much it in terms of this meta report. So do check out my blog post. You can see there are more information in the blog post as well. Like for example, the matchups at different victory star brackets and so on. And yeah, finally, if you do want to support me, then yeah, feel free to use my Lunacian code, which is Maurice, Maurice. So that's yeah, that will be a great help. So okay, that's it for this video, and I'll see you again in the next one.